E30 BMW. Plastic bumpers. The 1991 coupe. Not the IS. This is the 325iX. They did, I didn't even know that they did an all-wheel drive E30. She's got quite a few modifications. There's actually a whole build thread from when she was being restored that the last owner has online. So I will put that down below. She scoots. She does. Especially for an E30. You know, they're not supposed to have but about 170 horsepower. So, and the all-wheel drive really helps with traction. So what you get with the iX, she doesn't corner bad either, actually. See here. So what you get with the iX, besides a lot of vibration here, you get the 33% viscous limited slip differential in the front. I think it adds about 50 pounds to the E30. And in the back, you have your standard limited slip. This one's got a 4.1 ratio, so you got to shift quite a lot, but it keeps you in boost. With the 280 cam, the big turbo comes on about 3,500 RPM, I would say, and then pulls all the way to the 6,500 red line. And downside, you don't have 6 gear, so when you're on the highway, you get this kind of sound. I think that's for all E30s. Depending on the muffler you have, this one's actually not too bad, and the turbo helps to quiet the end motor, but I'm sure you could probably get it a little quieter than this, but you're at about 3.5 RPMs and about 70-75 miles an hour, I think. This one has the Bilstein suspension. I think it's the PSS9 with H&R springs, so it's a comfortable ride unless it crashes. It does crash on big potholes. It doesn't necessarily like that, but it's very comfortable, especially in comparison to my old Z4M coupe and my it's a little more comfortable, I'd say, than the Boxer, but the Boxer is quite comfortable and it doesn't crash. Handling, you've got plenty of body roll, even on these super nice suspension upgrades. That's something about old vehicles that I am not used to. Cornering, you know, I thought something was wrong with the handling and the suspension, but actually it's just a little wallowy between this is the stock rack, so it's a terrible ratio, so you got all that play in it. And then when you give it a turn and it finally catches, you've got body roll. And I was like, oh my goodness, what's going on with the car? Because I have a Z4M coupe and then I have the Boxster. Body roll, I haven't felt body roll in ages outside of the, you know, my wife's daily driver. She got a Ford Focus 2012, and that doesn't roll anything like this. So between those 15, 16-inch tires and turning the wheel, you really feel it, even though it's lowered slightly. But the iXs naturally sit higher than the regular E30 sedan coupes. So what this does is even lowered. E30 has body roll, kind of like the E39 M5. They mechanically accounted for body roll and made that camber like grip. So it's an old school philosophy for handling. I took it to autocross, and surprisingly I thought it was going to handle like a whale, but it did not. It was actually very predictable, controllable. I'd like, for my plans for this car, I'd like to get the tune done by a professional tuning company. The last owner couldn't find anybody who would put an all-wheel drive E30 with a turbo on to tune it, so he tuned it on the road. He suspects it's about 350 wheel horsepower. I can see that, maybe in third for sure, it pulls. So I think it's got a lot left in it if I can get a professional tune for sure. It also has a, come on Mustang. Is it really a Rouge? I don't know. He's not driving like one. So it has, we're stuck. All right, cool. It has a exhaust leak that I'd like to get addressed. I'm gonna change out these seats. They're a bit cracked. I can show you the interior somewhere. I'll drop it in here. Yeah, the seats in the front are a bit cracked. They're the vinyl ones. The shift knob's a bit wallowy and loose. That's got to do with bushings. It was converted from an automatic. I don't really mind it. I'm probably gonna change the shifter. I think it's kind of charming that the gear is somewhere in this vicinity and over here, and you just gotta find it. It doesn't bother me any, but you know, coming from the Porsche where it's like a friggin' bolt rifle, it's a completely different experience. It actually feels a lot more relaxed. Yeah, so it's got, you know, the seats are gonna get changed. I'm gonna fix the exhaust leak. It's got a little bit of a power steering leak. It needs a tune, a real tune. See what we can get out of that motor. And then from there, I'll make a decision. But stay tuned. This is the E30 that I'm gonna be dailying, and yeah, I like the color, rear color, pretty much restored. And again, I'll drop the links for my wheel well, and I'll drop the link for the thread where it was being restored. And yeah, guys, check it out. More videos coming soon. So, and also about the Boxster, and maybe we'll get something else on the channel. All right.